Hey Bob, this is Matt here to show you how to submit a blog. And right now you'll see that if I go to the missions area, there's only one. This is just a quick welcome blog that I just kind of put up there so that way we would have something, and now we will. So from the home screen, what you're going to want to do is come up to the URL bar, put a / after calvarychapelnewlife.com, and just simply type in login. And this will bring you to the login screen, and the username is going to be bwholesale, and then your password I will include in the email. And once we have that, go ahead and choose login. And once you log in, it brings you right to the blog page. But now if you go under blog, we have the option to submit blog. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And it's going to ask you for a title. For this, I'm just going to put in test since I'm going to get rid of it. As far as the category, we'll just put it in Nepal. And then I'll choose next. And so we'll wait for this to kind of load up here. Alrighty, so once we're up here, the save button will always be your favorite button to use because that saves your work. On the left-hand side here, or actually right on the top, this is going to be basically your mast image where you can add a picture if you want to, and you can do that by selecting this little button here, and this will pop up, and I would direct everything to the missions folder. So you'll click on the missions folder, and then this is where I would upload that information. You can upload images, and you want to keep them small in size. I got to be cautious about uploading megabyte images, and so just make sure they're compressed so that way people who are viewing the site mobilely won't have a hard time downloading the information. So let's suppose that you upload something, and I'll say, this is it right here, and then I selected it, and I'll click on the plus sign. Boom, and there's the image, and it's ready to go. It grabs the title, and it has, how many viewers, what category it's in, and the date that it's on. On the right-hand side, you'll see that this can be just left alone, but it'll show the last 5 updates. So this will be your content area right inside of here. And so what we want to do is we want to hover over the green box here, or the green gear, and then select Edit. This will open up the page in edit mode. So we'll give it a second here to kind of load up. So here it is. This is your sheet of paper that you can upload things to. But the first thing we have to do is add a section. And so I'm going to come here to this little new row. I'm going to select it. And you can choose multiple columns. I typically go with a single row. It just makes the most sense. And now that I have my single row, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click on Add New Element. And this is where you can come up and you can add things. So for instance, if you want to add, some text, and so I'm going to come over here, I'm going to click on text, and it's going to put this in here. And so now you can literally just start, typing away. If you want to add an image, all you have to do is come down here and you can click on this little add new element, and we can select image. And again, you can I would upload them to the missions folder. And so let's suppose I want this image again. I could have it there. And you can even go into this. I mean, there's a lot you can do with this. I can come into this image now and I can change the size. I can make it smaller. I can bring it to the size of the page. I can go over here to layout and I can change the borders if I don't, however I want them. I can, turn off the margins if I want to. I can add even like a colored border. So let's suppose that I want like a dark border and I want to, kind of bring that up. I can do that. Along with that, let me go back let's go ahead and undo this. There we go. So with that said, so you can add that in there. Now, let's suppose that you have, a gallery that you want to add to. You took some pictures in Nepal and you want to, or whatever, you took pictures of whatever you want. I can choose add new element, and we actually have right here, simple gallery. And I can select that, and I'm going to come over here to banners, but you'll upload it to your missions folder. And I'm just going to go ahead and add in some of these. And again, this is just all nebulous stuff. I mean, but this is how you would do it. You'd upload it, select the images you want, and then just add those in there, and it automatically adds them in to the page. And now when someone goes here and they click on it, it'll actually open up to where they can then, scroll through the different images, and really just an easy feature. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Now, another thing is, let's suppose that you have a video. Now, the first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to upload it to either Vimeo or YouTube. So I'm going to go to YouTube. Let's put, you can create a YouTube account for free. I'm going to go ahead and put in Chuck Smith here, and let's suppose that this is the Nepal video. So I'm going to select this, and what I'm going to do is up here in the URL bar, anything after the equals. So I'm going to highlight this. This is the YouTube URL code. And so we don't need YouTube, we don't need watch, we don't need the V equals, we just want after that. I'm going to copy it. And after that's copied, I'm going to go ahead and close that down. I'm going to select video. And now this opens up, and again, if you uploaded Vimeo, that'd be one thing, but I selected YouTube, I put in the ID, and now that video's in there, and you can save it, and people will, be ready to go. So once this is in here and you have it the way you want, you can click on the X, and now you can click on Save. And so now that it's saved, if I go to calvarychapelnewlife.com, and I come over here and I click on the missions blog, I'm going to have two entries now. And I can click on the test one here, and it will open up, and it has everything that I want in here. And so again, you can see how easy this is to work with. Now, once you're in here, we can go ahead and close out of that. Once you're done, you're going to want to make sure that you log out as well. So the best way to log out is once you're all done here, I'm going to go ahead and highlight all this, hit delete, and I'm going to go back to the home page. And you'll see there's a log out feature here. And if I click on log out, wait, give it a moment. Now you're logged out completely, and you'll see that submit a blog is no longer there. So hopefully that answers any questions. Again, if you need any more assistance with this, I think you'll get it, but let me know, and yeah, we'll get this thing rocking.